friends, it's your queer bookseller here from Rainbow Lapis Queer Bookstore, and today we'll be doing an unboxing video. So I received a package from Times and let's see what we have today. It's quite exciting. The video is special because I ordered books specially for this Christmas, and most of the books you can't find at the Singapore Library. To fact check myself, I'll be including screenshots of the NLB catalogue just to be doubly sure to fact check myself. Okay, so here are the books. Let's see what we have got here. Babel by R.F. Kuang. So I just finished this book earlier this year, and I really like Babel because it talks a lot about colonialism, but not directly. It's about Oxford in 1836, and there's some magic. I will not have too many spoilers, but I thought it's very interesting that in this book, the queerness was not the main focus of the story. It was just kind of like a side thing, but it was still very good. I think, and I think what I liked about it was it talks a lot about translations. And I think translations are something that is very interesting to me, because having read different translated works in Singapore, like literature translated from Japanese to English, or Korean to English, or Chinese, or different languages, I think there is always something lost in translation, and I would like to learn many languages to read the original language. But yeah, so this book talks a bit about that. So if you're interested in etymology, there's a lot of that inside it. And what else do we have? Okay, this is a favorite. It's Fun Home, a family tragic comic by Alison Bechdel. So this is the Bechdel of the Bechdel test, and it's a graphic novel. So this isn't found in a library because I think they're like, I'm not sure if they're lesbian sex scenes. So it's the first graphic novel. It's about her discovering how her father was gay, and I think, yeah, because maybe it's a comic, it's more impactful, so this isn't found in the library. Oh, I think Babel you can borrow from the library. But yeah, Fun Home I don't think it is. And okay, what do we have next? Oh, yeah, so I think I tried to look for the other titles of Alison Bechdel, the more recent ones, but it was out of stock. So this was the only one in stock. It's really interesting. So I think graphic memoirs is a genre that I am very, very interested in, and I think one day if I can get better at drawing, I also like to write a graphic memoir. But yeah, I really like this book. And next we have Pageboy by Elliot Page. So this one you can't find in the National Library. This is the paperback version, so it's a little bit cheaper than the hardback. So this talks about his childhood, and then his life as an actor before transitioning and after transitioning. So I think as an Asian person, Singaporean, I think it was quite interesting to read a lot about his sex life. I wasn't sure how comfortable I was, and I'm not really a prude, but maybe it's just growing up in Singapore. So yeah, I kind of read about that, and I think it's interesting to, because I think he was the first major, like the most famous trans guy in the world right now, and yeah, I think I will bring in more trans titles, and if you have specific titles you're looking at that you want me to bring into the bookstore, you can leave it in the comments and I'll see if I can bring it in. So come and get this book at my bookstore. We ship worldwide, internationally. Okay, so this is Toward Eternity, a novel by Anton Hur. So it's about like this guy, he has a husband, and then later he has a adenoid transplant, so he could live forever. It's I think in a review I read that there was something like the ship of Theseus, because the consciousness passes on from the human to the AI and then to robots, or I guess we could call them cyborgs, I don't know. And it's very interesting because I think this is the first book I read, like science fiction, that is so beautifully written, and the queer angle persists, so it begins and ends the story. And I thought it was beautiful how the deep love for the husband, because like this, after the operation, the guy could live forever and was eternally young, but the husband grew old and then he died. So like the relationship ended at his death, and he was devastated. So even though his consciousness migrated through the generations, yeah, it was interesting. Like the love persisted. So Toward Eternity by Anton Hur, I think I found this through Singapore Writers Festival last month. So I read it and I think I loved it. I think this is one of my favorite books, like science fiction this year in 2024. Oh, okay, cool. I like this very much. Nick and Charlie, a Heartstopper novella by Oseman. So this is not a graphic novel, like it's a little novella, and I think because it's sort of targeted at younger people, like teenagers or younger. So this is definitely not available at the library. But it's beautiful. So I read it. It's about how Nick and Charlie, after they got together, I believe it was Nick that's going to university, so they will be separated, and how Charlie deals with anxiety around it. And it's very beautiful. There's a happy ending, so come and get this book, Nick and Charlie. It's a novella, so it's very short. I finished it like within a day, so that's cool. We have The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. That's a novel. So this talk, it's about the story of Achilles, but I think the focus is on the relationship between Achilles and his partner Patroclus. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And this is beautifully written. I think I really like the love story, and I think this resurfaced because of book talk, so I got interested and I went to read it. It's really beautiful. It really kind of retold the Song of Achilles, because I think traditionally people don't focus on the relationship between Achilles and Patroclus. Okay, great. Last one is Dinner on Monster Island by Tanya de Rosario. I am a Tanya de Rosario fanboy. This is her latest release by Harper Perennial. Congratulations, Tanya, on your latest book. And we should support local, so please come and buy Dinner on Monster Island. It's a series of essays, and I believe when I went to check with the library on the catalogue, there is one copy available. It's in the reference section. You can't borrow it. And I think, I don't know why, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. So it's a bunch of essays about her life, growing up as a queer brown person in Singapore, and the things that struck me a lot, like I think that impacted me, was the recounting of her exorcisms. So I think it was her mother that tried to exorcise, ask the church leaders to come to her house to exorcise the lesbian spirit out of her, or demon out of her. It was traumatic, and also she talks about fat phobia in Singapore. And I think I have not read much literature about fat phobia in Singapore, so that was interesting and very eye-opening, I would say. And yeah, so it's called Dinner on Monster Island. It's referencing a horror movie, and yeah, I really liked it. Please support local, get Dinner on Monster Island. So I only have 3 copies of each book. If it sells out and you're interested, I will order more, but please shop on rainbowlapispress.com. These books are available there and we ship worldwide. Yeah, if you like this video and you want to see me bring in more queer titles, please comment what you'd like me to bring in. This is your queer bookseller from Rainbow Lapis Queer Bookstore, reminding you that books can help save lives. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye! Hi, thanks for watching till the end. I realized I forgot to talk about 3 things. So firstly, I want to let you know that because I believe in making books accessible to all, I've priced my books a little lower than Kinokuniya Singapore. Please support your local independent queer bookstore so that I don't close down. Secondly, I'd like to let you know that to thank those who buy Tanya's book Dinner on Monster Island, I will be including a special complimentary poetry postcard. So earlier this year I got her permission to reproduce one of the poems from her first collection, which is now out of print. So yeah, for everybody who purchases this, it's only available at Rainbow Lapis Queer Bookstore. And the third announcement is, for every purchase you make, you'll be doing good. 20% of all profits will be donated to a local queer community group. Earlier this year, we donated a couple $100 to Trans Befrienders to help them with trans youth. And in the second half of the year, we'll be donating 20% of profits to Queer Friendly Church, which are a group of queer educators in Singapore. Thank you for watching. This is truly the end. I'll see you next time. Bye!